Hello and welcome back to Headaches and Hot Takes. I am your co-host, Chaperian, alongside my co-host, Hern, a.k.a. the guy who gets more expensive by the dozen, a.k.a. the worldwide leader in Kenergy, and the man who kept the most recent Godzilla movie on the charts for 2 weeks longer than it would have been otherwise. The Hernator.
What's up, buddy?
What is going on, my man? Hey,
Man.
it is soon to be Christmas. This is
Right?
a special episode, and I'm really
Ho, ho, ho.
excited for it. And overall, it's just going to be, I think it's going to be really good. We have a game planned that you currently still, as of right now, do not know about. Do note, you already opened the package but did not look. I watched him open it with my own eyes.
I sliced it.
Live?
I sliced the tape, but I have not peered inside.
And so I'm pretty excited for that. And then we're going to talk a little bit about something Christmas related in the hot take of the week.
Ooh.
And then I think we talked next week that we were going to do kind of a recap episode of the year, not of the pod, but talking about things that have been interesting this year in our lives, new things we've tried, things we're taking
Chaperian
away.
and
as we
Hernator
move
wrapped.
forward. We already did that.
Oh, we did
So-
Spotify wrapped.
Oh, my fault.
Yeah. Listen, pay attention.
How long have you known me, right? You really know me, about, let's just say a year at this point. But does anything about me really say, like, that guy pays attention? I don't think so.
Well, you know the names of the Fortnite default characters, so yeah, you pay attention to some things.
It's only things that interest me. If it doesn't interest me, I can promise
Okay.
you I'm doing my best to not
like-
pay attention without completely being lost. So,
That's fine. That's fair.
but anyways, you got anything that you wanted to start it off with before we kind of jump right into it?
You said when we were reviewing the itinerary for this week's episode, you were like, I got a curveball.
I do.
And I was like, great. I'm excited. Your curveballs rarely disappoint.
Great.
Hey, I don't know if they've ever disappointed me. So I'm excited for that streak to continue. So
No
let's see
pressure.
what curveball you got. No, not at all. But let's see what curveball you got.
I'm actually interested. I didn't want to run this one by you. I think the topics are usually better when you're surprised or when I'm surprised or something like that. And so I didn't run this one by you, but there's a chance you already saw it because it's something that kind of went viral today, actually.
Okay.
So there was a clip of a woman on Twitter talking about how she previously dated a man who, if he was going to get last place in his fantasy football league, the punishment was that you had to eat as many eggs as you are years old in one waking day, not even a 24-hour period. And obviously you have to prove it. And so, Hern,
Right.
my question for you, first of all, can you reiterate to me how old you are? Are you 27 or 26?
27. Yes, sir.
27.
Yeah.
Scale of 1 to 10, how difficult would it be for you to eat 27 eggs from when you wake up until you go to bed on a normal day? Because that's what she specified. Waking period, not 24-hour period.
Is 10 good or bad?
1 to 10, how hard would it be? 10 is the hardest.
Oh. Pretty good, man. I'd say 10. I feel pretty good.
God, we're not bringing this back up, are we?
Can I make them however I want?
Yes, absolutely. Now, you can't, put them in a cake.
I can't.
You got to eat
Right,
the eggs.
right.
You could scramble them.
God, I don't. How
Which
many?
I guess, technically speaking, if you put 12 eggs in a cake, or 27 eggs in a cake, first of all, it's going to be a terrible cake. You'd have to have a massive cake. It'd actually be harder.
Really big cake.
It'd be harder. It'd be harder.
Yes, a lot more mass.
Yeah, you can do omelets, whatever. Yes. Hard-boiled.
I've said this before. I don't really like breakfast foods. I don't eat breakfast foods at all.
Yes, you have said this
including
before.
eggs. So if, as someone who frequently does, you could probably answer this to a degree. In your opinion, if you eat a standard portion of scrambled eggs, how many eggs would it take to feed one person? Like maybe 2? I don't know.
In this hypothetical, am I just eating eggs, or am I eating a side or 2? A regular
do
portion
both.
of a side or 2.
Say it's a side. How many eggs you think it
The
takes
eggs
to
are
make
the
a
side? I like 2
Yeah.
eggs. 2 eggs as a
But
side.
if so, you'll eat eggs like an entree. Is that what you're saying?
Honestly,
For breakfast. But
yes, for breakfast. Honestly, when I think about a platter of a biscuit, eggs, and bacon, I kind of think of eggs as the primary, which is definitely not right. The meat is the primary. The bacon's the primary.
Yep, bacon is just so strong though. I don't think bacon, whatever bacon is there with, I think it's like an accessory.
We'll say it's
an
sausage.
addition.
Say there's sausage and eggs and biscuit, or a slice of ham, eggs and a biscuit. The ham would be the primary, but for some reason in my mind, I'm like the eggs are the forefront of this dish. So that's why I'm like, are the eggs on the side? Yeah.
Yeah. If eggs are the primary, then is it 4 eggs? Then what's the number of eggs?
If I'm mostly eating eggs, here's what's weird. I used to eat 6 egg omelets.
Meaning there's 6 eggs in that omelet.
Yes.
I assume.
And then like proportional ham and cheese, or ham, cheese, and tomatoes is what I like to my omelets.
And how filling was that 6 egg omelet? Did you finish it?
Insane. I'm talking like struggling to finish it at my peak of my appetite.
That would be not even a fourth of what I have to do.
Yeah.
But I'd have a waking day. If I know ahead of time this is coming, I would wake up hella early. Mm-hmm. I would be like, okay, 4 a.m. I'm up and at 'em, and I've got.
And I'm probably starting
almost
with
24 hours.
half a dozen eggs there. I think I'm hard boiling these eggs, Hern.
That'd be the quickest way. That might be
you just
the.
go, popping them in. Much more approachable. You could honestly have 27 hard-boiled eggs in a bowl and be like, all right, here we are. Finish this.
I honestly think I would rather... Oh, God, I don't know which one I'd rather do. This challenge or that one that you've heard of before where it's like 24 hours in a Waffle House or whatever, and every pancake you eat is an hour off at that time. So it's like you could scarf down 12 pancakes and only sit there for 12 hours. Still, first off, that's 12 pancakes and that's 12 hours sitting in a Waffle House.
Threatening your life.
Right. What is up, Daddies?
Dude, I actually really love Waffle House, but anyways.
So I don't know, honestly, which one I'd rather do. Obviously, I feel like, God.
Well, I'm going to just chime in
eggs.
Here, give you more time to think about it. Because guess what, buddy? This was totally a Roman Empire fly an airplane, befriend a bear moment. Because I don't think I've seen one man on Twitter who has been like, easy work, bro. I'm 37. Bro, I could eat 37 eggs in a day. No problem.
I blend up a dozen for breakfast. Yeah, no, you don't.
She said that this guy, while they were dating, had done it in the past. And so, like, she said they broke up at this point. But she said that they were together out eating dinner. And he has Nick Chubb on his fantasy team. They were out to dinner when he destroyed his knee. And he didn't say a word for the rest of the night. Because he's been through this punishment before. And it was apparently that bad. So, I just don't understand.
How old is the man in this specific example?
I'm gonna
30 something.
I don't know. I'm gonna guess based off of. She might have clarified, but I'm gonna guess based off of the woman. She looked to be about your age, about 27, I would say.
Yeah. Could I do it? I'm sure I could.
Yes.
How would I do it? I don't know between scrambled versus hard boiled. I don't know. That's honestly tough. I wouldn't like it. It is a good motivation to not lose. That is a great motivation to not lose.
I honestly wish football, as we saw this past week.
Oh my god!
A lot of it has to come down to luck. A lot of it is luck.
Dude, I saw somebody tweeted, and it was technically a verified account, which nowadays means almost nothing. But they said, making it to the fantasy playoffs is 95% skill. Winning the Super Bowl is all luck. I was like, first off, there's no difference.
Very little difference.
You've had no difference
horrible luck, and you drafted a great team.
I've had the worst luck I've ever seen.
Second best roster per win-loss by week.
Right. If you check like the coach, the overall standings, the true standings, whatever, I'm top 3 in every single category. But I'm like 7th in our league.
Did not make the playoffs.
Somehow
really
that
come
week,
that close.
Somehow that week, I did come back. Honestly, the only reason I'm not in the playoffs is because the last week of the regular season, I didn't win. There was several scenarios where I could have gotten in. I needed one of 2 teams to beat another team. Both beat their teams.
And that both happened.
Yes,
but you lost.
But I didn't win.
You would have been 8-6 and got in?
Because that's when...
you went at 7-7?
No, I would have been 7-7 and got in. Because there would have been like a 3-way tie for 7-7. Did a 7-7
team get in?
I think so.
Was the team that Josh lost to 7-7?
I think so.
No chance. He's in the championship.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying, dude. Like, don't...
Hern's brother was the 1 seed. I was the 2 seed.
Yeah.
I had the most points scored. I think your brother had the second most points scored. I think you ended in 3rd finally, right? Or am I wrong?
I think I'm right.
Finally fought a 3rd.
But I do think between the 3 of us, I think there's at most like 25 points separating our
very
point
small.
forwards. We're very close.
Finally passed him. Finally.
And there's not anyone close to me in points against.
I had 2 Lions each put up over 20 points on Saturday night because there were Saturday night football games. I went from originally projected to win by 15, which is just like preliminary, to after they both put 20 points up, projected to win by 42.
And then
I lost by 35. Every single player that played on Sunday underperformed. I had a guy give me negative points who normally gives double digit.
That's
Awful.
I like to like poke fun because in our entire league, which is I think 10 people.
Yes.
I admittedly know the least amount of football, especially the history, especially the
so?
players. I know the least amount. Oh, for sure. For sure. But, so I think it's funny whenever we draft and I don't do 50 trades, 50 roster moves like some of these people do.
Any.
And my team ends up second best roster in the league. I find that funny because I'm just like, I think where I don't know as much football, I honestly think it benefits me.
Pal. Look, you get this right. Second best to me this year. But I didn't win the championship either, so freaking cares!
I almost think it's better that I don't know as much because or at least I'm not as passionate as not as passionate as much as our league because I'm not blinded. Treads, if you're listening to this, he should admit to it at this point. He didn't at the time, but he should now.
Okay.
The man loves Cam Newton. I now do, whatever. The man, whenever Cam Newton was on an obvious downfall, would draft him and start him every single week. I'm
dude. He always started
he's not a starting fantasy quarterback at this point. He's not. And I tweeted at one point, I tweeted the Thanos quote. I said, his obsession clouds his judgment. So, like, I think that helps me that I'm like not so passionate. I'm like, Tua is great. I didn't go draft Tua because I know there's
I drafted a Dallas Cowboy
for the first
CeeDee
time.
Lamb for the first time ever. I purposefully drafted a Dallas Cowboy. I did accidentally auto draft one year. If we don't talk about it, I drafted a Dallas Cowboy when the decision to be made was a Dallas Cowboy, again my least favorite team, or my literal favorite player in the NFL. I said, you know what? I'm trying to win it all this year. I'm going to go with the Cowboy. And
that's what you got to do.
Did it for me. Because I didn't go with like, oh, it's T. Higgins, man. It's my favorite. I got to go with T, man. No, dude. You need to go think with your head, not with your heart.
Right.
T's had a horrible fantasy year. He's been hurt half the year.
Right. Which
CeeDee Lamb was the biggest deal.
Like, long story short, to say fantasy is any skill, I would say sincerely fantasy, maybe the draft is kind of skill. Mm-hmm. You have to like kind of know, okay, you know what, you can't predict who's going to get hurt.
No.
Whatever. You can't predict a lot of things. I'd say it's maybe 10% skill, and then the rest is literally luck. It's who you're playing that week.
Luck, 20% skill.
You're not controlling how well Tyreek Hill performs. It's luck.
Did you set the right lineup? God, he was a first round pick, but man, he was unreal this year.
Right. So I don't know how
we're getting off topic. How many eggs, Hern?
Because eggs. Yeah, that's how. Could I do it? Sure. It would suck. That is a great incentive to not lose. I honestly wish our league did something for like last place, but I do think that probably half of the league would not do it if they
I agree with that.
So I'm like, whatever.
Yeah. I do think we need to get that title belt still, even though I'm not in the championship. We talked about it. We mostly all agreed on it, and I think like it just never came to be.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that went through or not, but yeah,
I like $20 a person. We need to do it. We need to get whoever wins this week their title belt.
Right. So I think it'd be great. I like that a lot.
But anyways, I think I could do it. I'm currently 24, soon to be 25. I think I could eat it. I don't think it would be easy. I think I'd have to starve myself the night before. Mm-hmm. I think I would have to literally like take off work. There's no way I'm doing this during a work
around
day.
work hours.
I mean, maybe working from home, I could be popping eggs.
I'd go in my building and I'd go blankety blank floors and I would have my raw broccoli with my eggs.
I'll kill you.
I'll kill you.
I think I'd have to do them hard boiled.
Right.
And I honestly think I would start off. I'd start off popping them on their own. I think I'd try to get at least 6 in.
You got to start strong. You got to start. You can't start.
You got to start down.
You got to put a dent
before close to half if you can.
Then you have time to recover. If it's 8 p.m. and you still got 12 to go,
you're in trouble.
Yeah, that ain't gonna happen.
Yeah, and then I think after that I'd be like, I used to make sandwiches with boiled eggs, right? As a kid, that's the thing I would do, right? Struggle foods, bro. Don't look at me like this. Like poor people foods. Yeah, I would have boiled egg sandwiches sometimes.
Okay.
With mayonnaise or Miracle Whip. I prefer Miracle Whip. Salt and pepper. And so I could do some of those. I like boiled eggs in my ramen. Maybe do a pack of ramen with 2 or 3 eggs. I'd have to get creative at the end. There's no way I'm just raw dogging these eggs the whole way. There's no way.
This is so obscure, and it would so quickly become a disproportion. But
Okay.
one of my favorite ways to eat eggs is when you go to a hibachi restaurant and there's eggs in the rice with all the random
yeah.
vegetables and stuff. I love
point.
the egg in that. So I was, I would, maybe go to hibachi and be like, bro, put 6 eggs in there.
You would like eggs with your ramen then. But you're not huge on ramen, right?
I can't remember last time I had ramen. It's just
It's a struggle. It's generally in America viewed as a struggle food. But like if you like Japanese culture and Japanese foods, it's in like every anime. They all are obsessed with ramen, right? And stuff like that.
Udon noodles.
Honestly, watching it, yeah. So watching anime, aka
Takebo.
our favorite show. Didn't even have to say it.
I read it.
Didn't even
We're
have
in
to say
sync,
it.
buddy.
Didn't even have
We're
to
in
say it.
sync.
Makes me want. My wife and I both, when we watch it, go, God, this makes me want to eat ramen. They talk about it a lot.
The food in animes always looks pretty.
It looks
pretty darn
amazing.
good.
And I don't know what you know about like Goku and stuff, but he'll literally like 40 bowls of ramen. So
Okay.
yeah.
There you go.
But okay, that's my stance on it. Tweet us at HeadacheSpod. Let us know how many eggs could you eat in proportion to
many eggs?
your years that you've been alive.
That one egg was 40 eggs.
Is that a quote?
Yeah, yeah, I don't even feel like explaining it, but yeah, that one egg was 40
Okay.
eggs.
Honestly, it wouldn't be a Hern quote if anyone understood it. It wouldn't be a Hern quote if anyone
Right.
understood it.
Yeah,
bro.
that is one I don't know if anybody will understand. Yeah.
So, yeah. Let us know. I'm curious what any of you all would have to say. Please tweet us at HeadacheSpod.
Easily I could do it. Shut up.
I think I could do it probably by noon.
Stupid.
So
Let's get more heated. I hope. And
I don't think we'll get heated.
let's get into your favorite part of the week.
It's your favorite part of the week.
Yeah, but this week it's your week, so now I
True.
wanted to say it's your favorite part of the week.
Yes.
What we got?
Hot take of the week, baby. It is my
Woo!
week, since we alternate back and forth between hosts, to give
As we
up
do.
to 1 minute of as egregious of a take as I so please without any input from my co-host.
Indeed.
Should I choose to do it, of course. This week is a Christmas-themed hot take, because 'tis the season. And newsflash, people. It's not one that I anticipate many of you all to agree with. Because I think many of you all are very guilty of this. Not necessarily, I'm not talking specific listeners or anything. But I think many people my age, many Gen Z young people are very guilty of what my hot take is. So, I'm ready on you,
I'm
pal.
excited. I'm excited to hear it, pal. I will cue me in.
Okay, sounds great. The hot take of the week is that around Christmas time, so many people like to reflect on longstanding family traditions, no matter what they might be. Hern has a very cool one. They get up at 4 a.m. I think that's really cool. That's fun. It sounds like it happened very organically. Some ones that I can think of when I was growing up, we had this little counter to 24 to count the days leading up to Christmas. It's a very simple, subtle tradition, but it was a little mouse that you would move along the days. That's one of my favorite Christmas traditions that my sister and I used to fight about when she started getting older as to who gets to do it. And things like that. Nutcrackers, great. If you have a certain place that you go to pick out a tree, great. If you have a certain way you do gifts, great. If you are going out of your way to say, let's make a new tradition. Yay! You're cringy and you need to stop. So many people our age want to have their entire life be a Hallmark movie, and I'm entirely frustrated by it. I'm generally frustrated by people who overshare anyways. You might say, well, Chaperian, you're constantly on Twitter all day long. You've tweeted at least 15 times as many times as I have. That's probably true. How many of those times am I ever talking about my actual personal life? So don't get at me. I'm talking about stupid crap. People who constantly overshare are typically the people who are guilty of this, trying to turn their whole life into moments. People who are constantly trying to find a thing to be their thing. Well, I'm just we've talked about this. I'm just an Apple guy. Just Ray-Bans, man. I just love Ray-Bans, man. And it's not natural. It didn't just happen. You're going out of your way to be like, to try to fill in these holes of insecurity in your own personality. And you're putting it out on the rest of us by saying, let's make a new tradition. And I'm tired of it. Name one legitimately good tradition that has been going on for more than a decade in you or someone you know's life that started because, let's start a tradition. Bullcrap. You can't. That's not how traditions start. I have one really good tradition that I can think of. It's not Christmas related. There's this place that my friends and I and my wife go to every year on Halloween. It is quite literally, it ended up, honestly, by pure accident, it's quite literally the first thing we ever did together as a group. Started getting to know each other, decided, hey, we could go to this thing. Cool. We do it every year now. Second year, it was kind of just play by ear. Well, whatever. Third year, we were all really excited to go back. Naturally, yeah, I can't wait to do this again. Now, we live 3 hours away from there, and it's an unspoken thing. This is what we do on this day every year. We did not sit around a table at dinner and go, what tradition can I come up with this year to do and force upon my family until I die? Because that's not how it works. Hern, I'd love to hear what you have to say about this, but I'm just tired of it. I think so many people are guilty of it. I think we have the desire for likes. I think we have the desire for attention. I think we have the desire to get people to care about our lives that they don't actually care about, hence the oversharing. And I think all of this combines to trying to turn our life into a Christmas Hallmark movie. And I'm very tired of it.
What's some of the worst movies?
They're really bad.
God, they're all so terrible.
You're not from around here, are you? No. I just moved here from the big city.
I've been visiting in the big city to help with the small towns, bakery, Christmas tree lighting celebration, Santa costume contest. It's the same thing. It's always like there's some kind of winery involved almost always.
Or farm.
Whatever. Yeah. Or both.
So great.
I definitely yes, I agree. Specifically setting forth, why put that expectation on something? Because especially if you are right, if you are actually doing something new for the first time this year, for the first time ever, for this Christmas, we're flying to Colorado. We're getting a cabin in the middle of nowhere. And we're going to unplug for the week of Christmas, and that's it. We've never done it before. Never been to Colorado, let alone...
It's one of my dreams. Not specifically Colorado, but to spend Christmas snowed in a cabin with no way out is one of my actual dreams. Keep going.
And we have explicitly said, this may be fantastic. It may turn into something that's like, man, every year, this is how we spend Christmas. So just away, unplugged, whatever. It may be terrible, and we'd be like, we're never doing that again. Why go in with the expectation of, this is going to be a tradition...
Because we feel this need to be accepted, to fit in, but also stand out. That's one of the biggest things that bothers me about people, by the way. I want to fit in, but I also want to stand out.
Pick one.
Pick a lane. But as a result, we see these traditions. I blame the media, and I blame how influential, and not to sound all galaxy brain, I blame how weak-minded some of you all are. You all are so unfulfilled in your own lives that you're like, I need what other people have. And the media is telling you that these people have these traditions that make them want to get out of bed every morning in hopes of getting to experience again. And it's just not really true. Most families don't have anything different. Some do. Right. That's cool. But most don't. And that's fine.
I certainly agree that the most fun, the most lasting, whatever traditions happen accidentally. Like you said, whatever your exact example was about, we didn't mean for it to do it, but now it's an unspoken thing. Every year we do this. I mentioned it before. Whenever we were in Morgantown, we went to that random haunted house one time. We loved it, and for the next 5 years straight, we went there. You don't go forth with something like this is gonna be it. Don't place those expectations on it. It's just stupid.
Small traditions. If I got to December 26th and I didn't watch Elf, I would be disappointed.
Right, but it's not every year at December, on December 20th, you sit down, you make this cookie.
No,
yes.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's, yeah.
So
maybe you'll accidentally do that. Maybe this year on December 23rd, whenever you watch Elf, you'll have a freaking pulled pork barbecue sandwich, and you'll be like, man, that was really nice. And next year you'll do the same thing. Who cares?
that is really weird. I had pulled pork barbecue sandwiches today.
Really?
Yeah, at a work event, they catered. They had barbecue, and it was unreal. It was really good.
Okay.
That's so weird, dude, that you said that. I'm like,
Well,
what the heck?
it's on my mind. Literally last night, I went out and bought a smoker, so I'm already looking
Like a
at
big one?
recipes to. Yeah, I'm excited.
You didn't even tell me, dude. That's so exciting.
No, I did last night. It's not that. I'm not one of these people. Look what
I'm
done,
not either.
smoker.
I'm not either. Like, you didn't tell me. I wouldn't have told you either.
Yeah, that's how I was like, would you tell me?
I don't share anything. Dude, I've been like,
crock pot
you don't
tonight.
know. We leave the podcast or our video games, and like we go our separate ways, and that's about it. I don't know like anything about your personal life, and you don't really know anything about mine, and it's kind of beautiful.
I think if we literally knew, some people, whatever, everybody's different. I think if you literally know everything about everyone, if you know everything about a person, then we couldn't get on here and have these organic. We couldn't have these organic conversations. If literally before this podcast, you and I talked all day,
Sometimes we kind of do, but
sometimes we do, but it's not like we get on here, we still have stuff to talk about, whatever.
oh yeah,
Got to be healthy with it. But yeah, that's why pulled pork is fresh on my mind. I literally tomorrow have I'm gonna try to make some chicken thighs and some mac and cheese. I want to make some mac and cheese in there.
Yeah, I had mac and cheese today. Nice, dude.
It's gonna be. I'm excited.
Heck yeah.
I'll update.
I have a small hot take that I'll give real quick. Smoked food is overrated. It's fine and it's really good. I got to have a smoked Thanksgiving turkey this year for the first time. It was really nice. I thought it was really, really good. One of the best turkeys I've ever had. As you know, I'm a turkey lover, though.
Yes.
In general, though, this obsession with smoking foods, that is. We've kind of done away with the other obsession with smoking. Thank God. But I'm not sure that this isn't whole, like a media propaganda. I'm not sure this isn't all big business propaganda.
Big smoker.
Making us all want this. Look how appealing this is, and the social media craze with it.
Overall would agree. We went and visited some friends in Oklahoma. We've been there a few times, and the husband there, he is very big into smoking. That's like his thing. He caters.
Is he on smoking YouTube or smoking TikTok?
Probably.
Yeah.
But dude, oh my god, it shows because his food.
Okay.
Oh, it was the best brisket I've ever had. It's the best ribs I've ever
Briskets.
had. Whatever he
Smoked brisket
smokes
makes sense.
is. Oh, it's so good, dude. It's juicy.
Yeah.
It's flavorful. It is so good. So yeah, you're not gonna see me in a month I'm not gonna be posting smoker TikToks like, yo, this new recipe, you gotta try this out.
Thank God.
I am gonna make stuff and I'm gonna enjoy it. So
No posts on Facebook about your food?
probably
no
not. Big
posts on
Macs are
Facebook
great.
about-
Big Macs are good.
Dude.
Is that what you were doing?
First of all, no, not at all. Not at all.
Oh, I thought you were alluding to that.
Can you give some context to what you just said, please, for anyone who didn't notice?
Do you ever check your Facebook? I still do.
I deleted my Facebook.
I do still have a Facebook.
I don't have a Facebook
And
anymore.
it'll be like, on this day, you have memories on this day. They're all so cringy all the time because it's like, I had Facebook like...
I hate
think
past me.
Dude, I think I had Facebook technically in middle school. So like some of the
Okay.
stuff is just so stupid looking back on it. And one, like a week ago, I put Big Macs are good with like 3 exclamation marks. That was the whole post. Big Macs are
How
good.
many years ago?
When was it? It was like 2014? When was it?
It was a long time ago.
It might have
13 or
been
14.
longer than that. Yeah. Whatever. So stupid. And I tweeted it, like just being stupid, like, thanks for this wisdom or whatever. And then you went, and like an hour later, however long it was, you tweeted, Big Macs are good, and got like 6 likes. like people thought it was like an original thought, an agreeable thought. Which, whatever. More power to
It
you.
got like 6 likes, which like...
Big Macs are good.
If
You're
you're
not
a
lying.
social media person who's like not shadow banned by Twitter, it's a real thing.
Right.
Look it up. It's a real
It
thing.
is.
Look it up.
Uh-huh.
Like, Hern and I and a couple of our friends just tweet at each other into the void with
Yes.
no attention. We all have hundreds of followers. None of them ever interact with anything we ever do. We
Right.
just tweet at each other, right? It's fun. I have fun with it. Like today, we talked about Star Wars, and I got, 15, 20 tweets in there by 5 different people. It was great.
Yeah, there you go.
I thought that was hilarious. Like 6 likes on a tweet for me. I had 2 people like that tweet, and I was like, I haven't heard from them in ages. They're seeing my tweets. And I'm like, did you realize that this was a joke? Did you see me comment on this? I think I was like, who let you cook? Or did I say you were cooking? One of the two.
You said, like, you overall complimented it.
I think I replied to your original tweet and was like, who let him cook? Or something like that, right? Didn't I?
I think you did. Something like that. Like you're cooking.
It would have been on my timeline, is what I'm saying. If you follow me and not Hern, first of all, what are you doing? Second of all, you should have, if you were on Twitter that day, saw the source material. Mm-hmm. I don't think anyone saw the source material. I had likes on this. There were definitely just people being like, funny tweet, man, or, yeah, dude, relatable. Yeah, they are good. And I'm like, you all missed the point.
My grandmother, who is, I don't know her exact age, let's say she's 74.
God bless her.
She will go on Facebook, like, made 2 pies today, now feeling tired, might lay down for a nap. 40 likes, 50 comments. I'm like, is it the old people community?
Facebook is insane, bro. Listen.
Y'all just stick it together. I could post like, just found the cure for cancer. It'd be like 5 likes, 3 comments.
Absolutely.
It would not be anything.
I've had tweets where I'm like, and because I see the tweets that go like viral, and I see the tweets that blow up, and I'll have tweets where I'm like, this is hilarious, bro. People are gonna love this, and it will get 15 views. It won't make it out because we're shadow banned. It's a real thing. Look it up. It's a real thing.
I said one of the first things we ever talked about. The joke about killing the other passengers in the Titan sub to preserve oxygen. I said that the next day. It was on a TikTok like 300,000 likes. Okay.
Don't you hate that? It happens to me all the time. The only times I'll ever get big engagement on a tweet is on a reply to a big account. If I'm one of the first and best replies, that's when I get my best engagement. It's usually sports related.
I had a.
If I'm just tweeting,
I've seen you. Yep. I have seen you frequently. I don't know if only you frequently, but I have seen you have like a response to something sports related and have several hundred, if not 1,000 views, like whatever. Like, cool. Same thing for me. I quoted something with the Godzilla movie coming out, and I had like 13,000 views. That's definitely the most I've ever had on a tweet. I was like, why can't this be the norm?
I don't know, dude. Whatever. One of these days, man.
Maybe.
But yeah. How do we get to that subject? Big Macs are good. Like, I almost wanted to ask every individual, like, why did you like this?
Yeah,
Kat thought it was hilarious. Kat was also going to tweet Big Macs are good, by the way, and decided not to after mine started getting likes. She's like, I don't need to confuse anybody. She was also going to do it. And I was hoping other people would catch on and start doing it too.
That would be fun. Big
Macs are good.
Big Macs are good trending in the United States.
McDonald's, if you're watching. I have an idea.
Big Macs are good. I just told you, Big Macs are good.
Big Macs are pretty good, yeah. I like Big Macs. Have you had a McRib this year?
Honestly, I don't think I've ever had a McRib, as shocking as that may sound. Yeah. I need to have one.
It's like a rite of passage as a United States fast food enjoyer.
It honestly doesn't sound good, and I love McDonald's and I love ribs, but
they're not
McRib doesn't sound
great, but they're not bad either, darn it.
Okay.
And they're very novel. They're very novel.
Right. I do need to have one almost exclusively.
I had one this year. It was, as I remember, spot on. A crappy rib sandwich.
That's like I'm like I would rather just get the Big Mac or whatever.
You need to try it once. Try it once. I'll probably have one every year until I die, to be honest with you, or until they actually stop bringing it back. That and a holiday pie, which I've forgotten to get this year. I need to get one ASAP. It's just custard pie.
Okay.
So it's from McDonald's, by the way, for anyone who wasn't following. A McDonald's holiday pie.
Buddy, I'm sitting here and I'm just looking at this box.
Yeah.
And I've been looking at this box for like a day and a half now.
It should have been more than that. Someone somewhere screwed up.
Somebody
have been there for like a week.
Somebody literally lied. But, now it's here.
It's here. It did get there safely. I'm happy it did.
What do I need to... Does this start with a live unboxing? You just want to... Do I need to hold it to the camera?
It is a full live unboxing. You don't need to do anything special.
Okay.
Honestly, I just wanted to get you something for Christmas. And I wanted you to open it up on the pod just because I just wanted to share this moment with you in front of our viewers. There is a game to be had in here, but there's a couple of things that are just because I enjoy your friendship.
Is that the green light to open this?
Go right ahead. And you can pull one thing out at a time. Try not to look. Don't look. That's my request. Open up and don't look.
Okay.
If you feel something that's in a package, drop it and get the other 2 things first.
Okay, this ain't looking on the package. Oh, God, what is this?
What we got?
And a little Godzilla plushie.
Yeah, man.
That's dope. He will be finding a spot.
If you no pressure. Whoa, I don't know if the helmet can handle that.
Oh, you can. Check it out.
That's actually dope. That's perfect. How about that?
Yeah, I'll have to do some tweaking, but I like it. I like it. That's very nice.
I just saw it and I was like, this is cool. I happen to know somebody loves Godzilla, which is not something I've been able to say at any other point in my life.
Sad that I'm the only one.
Did you like the new movie, by the way?
I was gonna go see it, and then my sickness.
You've not seen it,
dude. I know my sickness.
The fans
just got
had it wrong.
So worse. So.
The fans had it wrong. You didn't keep it on the charts.
Right. Yeah. I didn't.
Shame on the fans.
I tweeted enough about it to share its publicity to help.
You have seen the Barbie movie more than you have seen the new Godzilla fan.
Yep.
That is sacrilege.
That is, yeah. That stat won't last for long, but yeah, as of right now, it is true.
I'm just giving you a hard time. Speaking of which, open your second gift.
Okay, so this is like, here, I'm not even gonna
If it's not in a package, you're good.
Is this in a package?
Yes, drop it. There's something else in there. Yeah. Dude, it goes with your hoodie.
Yeah, dude, I'm going to wear both of those at the exact same time.
I was going to say, I don't know. I've never seen you in a normal hat, hardly ever. Very occasionally in a social media post.
I wear hats frequently.
There you go.
I almost always have something on my head, whether a headband, which I obviously wear a lot on the
comfortable
pod,
like that. My hair's cut right now, so I'm not wearing hats. But I'm like, I just like wearing hats. I don't know.
If my hair is not fixed, I'm wearing a hat or a headband because otherwise I'll just look stupid. But yes, indeed, yep. I'll be wearing that as well. I love it.
Yeah. I just thought, how cool is that? He has the hoodie. I don't. I might as well get him the matching hat. I thought the hat was cool too. I was like, he has the hoodie, not me. He needs the hat, not me.
I like it. I will be wearing it. I promise.
So, the last part is a game. You can just look at what's in there, and you tell me if you remember and realize what's about to happen. What we got?
I told you that if you got me Reese cups of this parameter, 2 in the thing, that I could probably tell you which one. Oh, you got them numbered. That I could probably tell you which one came from where. Oh God. Is it just 1, 2,
there
and 3?
should be a third loose one.
There?
One of them came from a package. The package is in there because I don't want the Reese's Cups. So you can pull it out as a big, giant pack in there.
Yes, I have that.
That's where one of them came from.
Yes. And then...
Because you said the ones from the package taste different than the ones at checkout, taste different than the ones at gas stations. There's no pressure here. This is not like I think you're wrong, and I'm going to prove you wrong. I just thought this could be really fun. I've had this planned for months now.
Oh, God. This is interesting. The only... And maybe there is one in here. So tell me if this is good.
There's not, so if you're going to say Sam's Club.
Okay, right. That unfortunately, that is like the one that I'm like, I promise you, if I tried 8 of these, I could tell you which one came from Sam's. Because for some reason... I don't
have a Sam's membership. And I could not get to Sam's the last time I was around my in-laws who do have a Sam's membership. You didn't buy a Sam's membership
explicitly for this?
No.
I don't want
I should have on Black Friday because it was like $20 for the whole year. Oh, I'd rather have a Costco membership though, because there's Costco.
I'm honestly nervous for this because these sat in a UPS truck.
They did.
They
did. They shouldn't be melted though. It's hotter down there than it is up here. But you should see little numbers on there.
Immediately, all I've done is open them. Okay.
Okay.
And look at.
You need to keep them numbered because they're numbered 1, 2, and 3.
Okay. Yep. Here's one.
Okay. I can't really see. Hold it up to your right a little. Yeah,
it's got like it's pretty smooth. It's got a little divot, right? And then this one is so much darker, but it's a little more consistent.
Ooh, it's very different.
It's very darker. Right. And then look at this one.
Yeah, hold it up to yourself and then hold it up to me because I'm looking different.
That
one's like dented or something.
So I'm like,
that's the third one.
Off the rip, I'm thinking. Well, not necessarily the third one. I don't want to tell you the number yet.
Okay.
Off the rip, I'm like gas station. Like you can just look at it. All right. Here we go.
So hold on though, because I wanted to give you the opportunity. Do you want to know the criteria of what you're looking for? There's 3 places you need to name. I'm not saying like tell me between Go-Mart, 7-Eleven, Speedway. I'm not saying that.
Right.
Do you want to know the 3 places you're trying to name?
Sure. I'm assuming one's Walmart.
One is from a grocery store multi-pack.
Okay.
The multi-pack you have right there.
Yes.
One is from a single grocery store. Okay.
Okay.
I'll go ahead and tell you that the grocery store you're looking for is Target. You're looking for one from Target.
Okay. Oh God.
And you are looking for one from a gas station.
Okay.
So, I actually cat secured that one. I believe it was from a Speedway.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Isn't it crazy? Isn't that
Grocery
crazy
store
already?
multi-pack,
The
Target,
visual differences.
gas station. That is wild. Those three look massively different.
And that's like people are like, oh, there's no way. Like they're. I'm not 100% saying that I can name all these. I am saying at least, and I hope that the visual.
I'm saying I could eat
They
27 dozen Reese's in one day. What number is this? Is this 1?
This is 3.
This is 3.
That's terrible.
It's terrible. What makes it terrible? It's a Reese's cup. That's our favorite candy, both of
I'm
us.
telling you, they're different.
Okay, do you have a gut guess here? Give me your gut guesses, and then we'll either change at the end.
I've only had one, and that's that's bad. So I'm gonna say it's gas station.
Okay.
If I bought that, I would not eat the second one.
Dang.
I would not.
Yeah. You have no pressure to, by the way. I hated that I had to buy a whole pack of these, knowing I didn't want them. You might not even want them. What number is this?
This is 2.
Okay. Gut reactions?
God, the consistency's worse.
Okay. But the flavor?
Ugh. That might be worse.
Okay. Again, you can
That's pretty
change
bad.
at the end. Are you also thinking gas station?
God. Those are both pretty bad.
It's a Reese's cup.
I'm thinking
I've never had a bad Reese's cup.
I'm hoping that that's definitely a Target and a gas station. I'm hoping.
Okay. I've never had a bad Reese's cup in my life.
This one looks the most complete.
Okay. So wait, so what are you saying number 2? Number 2's from where? I'm at 3, 2, 1, by the way. Who the frick does that?
Well, I honestly did it based off of what I thought looked. I did worst to best.
Gotcha. You're not locking in your answers now. Well, who's number 2? Gut reaction. Gut reaction. Number 2 is.
I have to tell you again on 2. God, it was almost worse. I might say 2 is the gas station.
Okay. So we technically
One's
you
by
thought
far
the
the
gas
best.
station was your gut for both. Number 1.
One is by far the best.
You're missing Target and the multi-pack.
Number 1 is by far the best. Now,
Okay.
as we learned, if you haven't watched,
Here's the thing.
go check out my boy's solo YouTube channel, Chaperian. He did a similar test to this where he tried, what was it, 16 waters?
I think it was more than that. It was like 20-something waters.
He blindfolded and tasted 16 waters because, as he said, it is absolutely ridiculous the number of waters there are in different gas stations.
They all tasted different, too. They all tasted different.
And your typical least favorite, I think, if I remember correctly, one that you typically hate in that test you thought was really good.
Not really. Dasani is my least favorite, and Dasani was my least favorite.
Okay. There was one where, like, maybe it was the one you liked the most that you have a low
That's
score.
what my favorite water was actually. I think I actually liked it less than Dasani. I think Dasani was my second least favorite. I knew Dasani when I tasted it, though. People say I can tell what Dasani is. I did know what Dasani was when I tasted it. My favorite water that I keep in my fridge was my least favorite. I gagged.
I know right now I might be saying one is by far the best, and you obviously would know. Like, that's the gas station, bro. You're so stupid. It might be.
That's what I'm going to say.
Bet
Are
money
you going to base your answers off of some sort of criteria, or are you going to base them off of your perception of, I like blank, blank, blank? Reputation.
Upon going back,
Okay.
3 is not that bad.
Okay.
It's not 1.
They can't be that different.
They are, I promise.
I should have done this with you, but I already know where they're from.
Rank 2 might be the worst.
Okay.
If I have to nail it down,
Let's lock these in.
official, unofficial vote. 1 would be the commercial store, whatever you called it.
Multi-pack.
Multi-pack.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to go 2 is the gas station.
Okay. You already had that.
God, this is...
That leaves 3
honestly,
as
this
being
is tough
Target.
because... Yes, it does. This is tough because I feel like if you had to guess how long a Reese's Cup has sat on the shelf of a gas station versus how long one has sat on the shelf at Target, they might. I don't know who would sit there longer.
That's interesting, because if you think Target, like the Target I got it from, each register, there could be 15, 20 registers, they each have Reese's Cups boxes. Gas station probably has like 2 rows of Reese's Cups. And I would imagine most gas stations are probably flying through them.
You would.
So do you think, though, or are we just going to give the gas station the nasty reputation and say, gross, gas station, stinky, awful, it's the worst? What are we doing?
I will not buy Reese's Cups at a gas station for the reason that I think that they're terrible.
Crazy.
I won't. I
wow.
Won't. And in this test, so bottom line, gas station Reese's Cups I will not buy because they're just a waste of my time. And in this test, I'm saying 2 is the worst one.
Okay.
So I'm locking in 1 as the store. I'll do 2 as the gas station, and I'll do 3 as Target.
Buddy.
Tell me the results, pal. I hope I'm dead wrong.
I hate to do this to you, man. I hate to do this to you, man.
I hope I'm dead wrong.
I hate to do this to you, dude.
Oh, y'all from the same spot?
You got every single one right. Let's go, baby! Let's go! My boy clutched up! Let's go!
I'm telling you, dude. You're like, they can't taste it. I'm like, they do.
Every single one right.
They look different. I showed you. They look different.
There was a plot twist, though.
Oh.
Plot twist. The multi-pack is also from Target. You're getting different Reese's Cups, depending on which ones you're buying. Whether it's because they have the big package around them, whatever it might be. But that was your whole hypothesis. You're like, listen, the ones I get in the big packs from Sam's are different than the ones at checkout. And I'm like, there's no way. You just proved it. You just, like, it's not scientific. You just proved it. You're like, dude, this is the best. I'm going to say this is the pack. That's crazy.
I'm telling you, I will not buy a Reese's Cup that is not at least in this pack. But my go-to is the big box of 36 or whatever at Sam's. It's the way they're kept for some reason. I don't know.
The quality control is better.
Dude,
my man clutched up big time. Multi-pack, gas station, Target.
I was unsure of 2 and 3.
Not that it necessarily proves anything. I could always share this on the pod too. I have a text to my wife she had to ship the package because you gotta ship stuff out during working hours. I was working.
Right.
She bought the gas station one. I told her the number it is 2, and I have a text that I had to fetch before we went live. I had to go find the text from like a week ago.
Yeah, so that's what you were doing. Okay.
I had to find the text of what the order was.
Yeah.
And so, yeah. Number 1,
undisputed Reese's Cup King.
That's crazy, dude. I can't
Y'all were unfamiliar with my game. That's my game.
I apologize. I wasn't familiar with your game. Dude, I can't believe you just did that. That's so crazy. Woo! You really like, and your gut instincts are right too. Like, this is the worst. Has to be gas station. I won't buy from there. This is the best. It has to be in the multi-pack. Any thoughts on the one that's just from Target? The Solo from Target.
The Solo from Target.
Number 3.
It's overall not bad. Like I said, like I at first said, if I bought that, I ate the first one.
What's the difference?
I don't. First off, sincerely, when I bit into the gas station one, the consistency's different too.
That's crazy.
It's how they're kept. It's whatever. It's like they feel hollow almost, and maybe that's because they sat on the shelf for a year before they're sold. I don't know. I wish on every single
one.
Check
the Best By dates. Check the Best By dates.
Is there one on these?
There absolutely is, at least on the big one. If it's individually wrapped, it has to have a Best By date. Check the bottoms. God. Let's find this out. Let's figure this out real quick.
This literally says 88. Best Buy. 8 of 24.
What one is that?
This is the multi-pack.
Okay. I meant to look at this myself because I figured this matters.
3 says 7 of 24.
That's only a month off.
But it is. And then 2 says... Whoa, 2 says 10 of 24. Technically the freshest.
It's the newest!
Technically the newest.
And like what we thought, though. Okay, there's less boxes. They're going through them quicker. Right?
Yeah.
Reasonably speaking.
Right.
The newest one is the worst. So it's not how long it's just sitting on the shelf. There's something else going on.
It's the way they're kept. It's the way... There isn't, like you said, like they're both at Target, but this one's in a box and this one's not. There's differences, dude.
How fun was this?
Dude, this is great. I sincerely love every bit of that care package. I greatly appreciate it. And that game was awesome.
sir.
I at one point for half a second, because you told me, you were like, this is a game we're going to play, and it was your idea.
It was your idea.
And I was like, what? And at one point I thought of this. I was like, but he wouldn't do that.
did?
Like, I literally like thought about it.
I've had this since you talked about it. I was like, we got to figure it out. And the best way to do it is you're not the one buying them. You have no
Right.
clue what these were.
Right.
So I bought them. They're blind to you. They all look the same. Figure it out. And you did.
And I did.
Merry coffee, my man.
Very coffee to you, pal. Sincerely, thank you. I'm very appreciative.
Of course. Anything for my beloved co-host. So we are a little bit short on time this week, but that was, we don't have to go the full hour. We don't have a really set time. It's been about an hour. Sometimes we go less. Sometimes we go half an hour over.
Right.
But I think that's all we had planned, right?
Right.
So do you have anything further that you wanted to talk about or anything, or are we kind of good? I'm good.
No, dude, I'm good. That was awesome. Thank you for that.
Okay, man.
If you made it this far, bless you.
We love you. Thank you for listening. Tell a friend.
This is your message. Get Reese Cups at least in the pack. Get best money for your buck.
Did you realize we will not be back until the new year?
Ooh,
January 1st. This is the
last
last pod of 2023.
That's crazy. What do you guys say? What do you guys say about that?
Well, I say you're definitely going to want to listen to our New Year's podcast, reflecting on 2023. In a headaches and hot takes way, by the way, not some mushy gushy way.
This year,
We
I
started
found love.
a tradition of always shipping each other Reese's Cups for Christmas.
I saved the small town bakery during the Christmas light contest.
Yeah, I actually, because we this episode's going up early. If you're listening to this, you already know that, more than likely. We didn't even realize, then the next regular schedule is going to be the next Monday. That's January 1st. So
Yeah, that's crazy. On the day, baby. Starting off your New Year right.
to this day,
Starting off your New Year right with a dose of us. What better
I
way?
would. I'll tell you that much. Seriously, though, thank you all for listening. You all are the best. I love you all. I hope that if you're listening to this before Christmas or whatever holiday you celebrate, that you have a wonderful time with whoever you want to have that wonderful time with, whether it's your family, whether it's your friends, whether it's just by yourself, whatever.
Yep.
Hope you have a great
There you
time.
go.
Thank you for listening. That's it for me. Good day, baby.
Peace, baby.